When it comes to your beautiful silver hair, the line between glowing and dull can be incredibly thin. Often, it comes down to a few small habits. If you're struggling with dullness, yellowing, or dryness, it's likely one of 10 things we are covering today. Today, we're cutting through all the noise. I'm giving you the definitive list. 5 things you need to start doing immediately for soft, shiny hair, and 5 common habits you need to stop right now. Some of these will surprise you. Our silver hair, while beautiful, is structurally unique. Because it lacks pigment, the hair cuticle is often more open, making it porous. This means it absorbs moisture and environmental pollutants easily, but it also loses moisture quickly. This vulnerability means we have to be meticulous about protection, especially right after washing. We're going to tackle these habits in pairs, starting with the single biggest destroyer of softness that happens every single time you step out of the shower. Let's dive straight into don't number 1. Asterisk by don't. Number 1. Vigorously rub your hair with a terry cloth towel. Asterisk. This is a nearly universal habit, and it's devastating for silver hair. Imagine your hair cuticle as the shingle on a roof. When you rub that rough cotton towel back and forth, you're lifting and fraying those shingles. This friction creates frizz, causes breakage, and immediately dulls the shine by preventing the cuticle from lying flat. You're essentially damaging your hair before you even put product on it. We must treat silver hair, especially when wet, like fine silk, because wet hair is at its most elastic and vulnerable state. Asterisk text to DO number 1. Gently squeeze and blot with a microfiber or old cotton t-shirt. Asterisk text to Diaz. The solution here is simple and inexpensive. Swap that rough terry cloth for a gentle fabric. A microfiber towel, specifically designed for hair, or even a soft, old cotton t-shirt, works wonders. Instead of scrubbing, you want to softly press and squeeze the water out. Wrap your hair turban style and let the fabric absorb the excess moisture passively for about 5 minutes. This tiny habit swap immediately reduces friction, keeps the cuticle smooth, and sets you up for an incredibly soft finish. You'll notice less frizz almost instantly. Moving on to don't number 2, which is all about how we moisturize. When you embrace silver, you need hydration more than ever, but if you put it in the wrong place, you actually weigh your hair down and encourage oiliness. Asterisk don't number 2. Apply conditioner or mask directly to your scalp and roots. Asterisk. This is a common impulse, especially if your scalp feels dry, but it's a mistake for silver hair health and volume. The roots of your hair are the newest, healthiest part and have natural oils that nourish them. When you apply heavy conditioners or deep masks right at the scalp, you clog the follicle. This leads to heavy, weighed-down hair that looks flat and oily near the crown. Furthermore, the chemicals in some conditioners can build up on the scalp, which can inhibit healthy growth. The roots simply don't need the intense sealing that the older ends of the hair do. Asterisk DO number 2. Focus all conditioner and hydrating masks strictly from mid-lengths to ends. Asterisk number 8. Think about where your hair needs the most help. It's the last 3 to 6 inches, which have seen the most wear, heat, and friction. That is the area that needs intense hydration and sealing. Start applying your conditioner about halfway down your strand and work your way to the tips. Use your fingers to gently distribute the product evenly. For a deep conditioning mask, twist your hair into a bun or clip it up. Let it sit for the recommended time, and then rinse thoroughly, ensuring that water runs clean. This targeted approach ensures your oldest, driest hair gets saturated, while your roots maintain their bounce and volume. Do you know what happens next? Breakage. Let's talk about the worst tool you might be using on your wet hair. Don't number 3. Use any old brush, especially a paddle brush, on wet hair. This is perhaps the fastest way to cause snapping and split ends. Remember, wet silver hair is fragile. It's stretchy. When you use a brush with stiff bristles or hard plastic edges on tangled, wet hair, you are pulling and straining the hair shaft past its breaking point. You hear that ripping sound? That's not just hair falling out. That's damage being done to the remaining strands. This results in flyaways, frizz, and those terrible short pieces that never seem to grow. Many traditional brushes are designed for dry hair, and applying that force when your hair is waterlogged is a recipe for disaster. Number 3. Detangle wet hair only with a wide tooth comb or a specific wet brush, starting from the ends. The right tool makes all the difference. Switch to a wide tooth comb or a brush designed specifically for wet hair, which has flexible bristles that bend rather than pull. The technique is just as crucial as the tool. Always start detangling at the bottom, working on the knots at the ends first. Once those ends are free, move a few inches higher and work that section. Slowly work your way up to the roots. Never drag the comb from root to tip in one go. This gradual, gentle approach prevents massive clumps of hair loss and ensures your beautiful silver strands stay intact and strong. Now that we've covered the mechanical damage, let's talk about a silent threat to silver hair: neglect. Don't. Number 4. Ignore your scalp health and only focus on the ends. We often view scalp care as a niche concern, but a healthy scalp is the absolute bedrock for healthy hair growth. If you are experiencing thinning or dullness, the issue may start right at the surface. Over time, product residue, dry skin, and natural oils build up on the scalp. This accumulation can block the hair follicle, suffocating new growth and preventing it from emerging strong and shiny. Ignoring the scalp is like trying to grow a garden in poor, compacted soil. The plants will struggle, no matter how much you fertilize the leaves. Number 4. Incorporate a gentle weekly scalp massage or non-abrasive scrub. A simple, evidence-based strategy here is manual exfoliation and stimulation. Once a week when you wash your hair, spend 2 full minutes massaging your scalp with your fingertips or a soft silicone scrub brush. This action increases blood flow, bringing vital nutrients to the follicles, which is linked to healthier, thicker hair growth. If you use a gentle, chemical-free scalp scrub, apply it right at the roots to break up any stubborn buildup. Rinse thoroughly. This habit stimulates growth and ensures that the new silver hair coming in is as vibrant and resilient as possible. We are now halfway through our list. Do you know the difference between a quick fix and long-term hair health? It comes down to our fifth pair of habits. Don't number 5. Rely only on purple shampoo to solve all your dullness problems. Don't. Purple shampoo is a marvelous tool for combing, but it is not a cure-all for hair health, and silver-haired women often overuse it. Purple shampoo works by depositing violet pigment onto the hair to neutralize yellow, brassy tones, following the basic rules of the color wheel. However, these formulas can be drying because they often have a higher concentration of surfactants or alcohol, which strips your hair of essential moisture. Relying solely on purple products without addressing the underlying dryness means you're neutralizing the color but leaving the hair dry, brittle, and structurally weak. This results in hair that looks bright but feels like straw. Number 5. Commit to a hydrating, repairing hair mask weekly or every other wash. True shine comes from a smooth, well-hydrated hair strand, not just corrected color. The single most impactful step you can add to your routine is a dedicated deep conditioning or hair mask session. Look for masks rich in ingredients like shea butter, argan oil, or keratin, which are scientifically proven to penetrate the hair shaft and replenish lost moisture. Apply the mask from mid-lengths to ends. Wrap your hair in a warm towel or plastic cap to generate gentle heat, and leave it on for 10 to 20 minutes. This treatment seals the cuticle, which is what reflects light brilliantly, giving you that soft, liquid-like shine. This is the difference between silver hair that looks good and silver hair that feels fantastic. We've covered 5 pairs of habits, and now let's move on to the next set of critical don'ts, starting with the biggest environmental threat. Don't number 6. Expose your silver hair to direct, intense heat without protection. Heat is the single quickest way to cause permanent yellowing and extreme dryness in silver hair. Think about leaving a piece of white paper in the sun or running it over a hot iron. It scorches and turns yellow. The same chemical process happens to your hair. Because silver hair lacks natural pigment, it also lacks some of the protection that pigment provides. Using curling irons, straighteners, or even high-heat blow dryers directly on the hair without a barrier essentially cooks the strand. This not only causes the yellowing we desperately want to avoid, but it also rapidly evaporates the hair's internal moisture, leading to breakage and those dull, crispy ends. Number 6. Always apply a quality heat protectant spray and use heat tools on the lowest effective setting. A heat protectant is not an optional product for silver hair. It is non-negotiable insurance. These sprays contain polymers that create a thin film over the hair shaft, drastically reducing direct heat transfer. Apply the spray evenly before Paris and many say heat styling, including blow drying. Furthermore, adjust your tools. Most styling tools offer heat settings far higher than necessary. Aim for the lowest setting that still allows you to achieve your style. If your iron or dryer is too hot to hold comfortably near your skin, it is too hot for your silver hair. By prioritizing protection and lowering the temperature, you preserve the natural brilliance and strength of your strands. We must protect against heat, but we also have to guard against friction while we sleep. Don't. Number 7. Sleep on standard cotton pillowcases. This may sound trivial, but it's a silent source of daily damage and friction. When you move your head against a standard cotton pillowcase throughout the night, the slightly rough fibers create minute friction. This continuous rubbing snags the porous silver hair strands, roughening the cuticle and leading to tangles, frizz, and eventual breakage, especially around the nape of the neck and the temples. If you wake up with your hair looking messy and feeling dry, the cotton is stealing essential moisture and disrupting the smooth alignment of your hair. Do. Number 7. Switch to a silk or satin pillowcase or wear a silk/satin bonnet. This is one of the easiest and most effective swaps for immediate results in softness. Silk and satin fabrics have a smooth, slick surface. When your head moves, your hair glides across the material instead of catching on it. This significantly reduces friction, minimizing breakage, preventing tangles, and keeping the hair cuticle flat and smooth. A flat cuticle equals maximum shine. Moreover, silk and satin are far less absorbent than cotton, meaning they won't wick moisture away from your hair and skin throughout the night. If a pillowcase isn't feasible, a simple satin bonnet or scarf achieves the same protective goal. This simple nighttime ritual is crucial for maintaining silver hair's delicate texture. Now let's talk about product application. Are you using too much? Don't. Number 8. Oversaturate fine silver hair with heavy styling creams or gels. It's tempting to pile on styling products, thinking more is better for controlling frizz or adding shine. But fine or thinning silver hair is easily weighed down. Heavy creams, thick butters, or traditional gels formulated for coarse hair often contain ingredients that are too rich and dense for silver hair. When applied too generously, these products sit on the surface, making the hair look flat, sticky, and dull, the exact opposite of the glossy, airy look we want. Excessive product can also attract dirt and pollution, forcing you to wash your hair more frequently, which further strips moisture. Do. Number 8. Use lightweight serums or oils, applying them only to the surface and ends. For styling and shine, less is truly more. Opt for thin, lightweight finishing products, such as hair serums or specific light oils like argan or jojoba. The technique matters immensely. Pour only 1 to 3 drops into your palm, rub your hands together until the product is fully dispersed, and then lightly glide your hands over the surface of your hair, smoothing down the flyaways. Finally, work any remaining product into the very ends. This method seals the hair cuticle for shine without adding bulk or grease to the roots. Remember, we are aiming for luminosity, not heaviness. Now we must address the silent enemy that lives in your plumbing. Daunting. Number 9. Ignore the mineral content of your shower water. Hard water is one of the most overlooked culprits behind dull, dry, and brassy silver hair. Hard water contains high concentrations of dissolved minerals, primarily calcium and magnesium. Every time you wash your hair, these invisible minerals deposit themselves onto the hair shaft. Over time, this mineral buildup creates a coating that makes the hair stiff, prevents moisturizing products from penetrating, and stops light from reflecting. Worse, those minerals can react with the environment and heat, contributing significantly to a yellowish or greenish cast, making your beautiful silver look dingy. *.do number 9. Invest in a showerhead water filter or incorporate a monthly chelating shampoo. Solving the hard water problem offers dramatic results. The best long-term solution is installing a simple, affordable showerhead filter. These filters chemically reduce the concentration of damaging minerals before they ever reach your hair. If a filter isn't feasible, dedicate one wash a month to using a chelating or clarifying shampoo. These specialized formulas contain ingredients that bind to the minerals and rinse them away. Be sure to follow up any clarifying treatment with a deep conditioning mask, as the chelating process can be stripping. By removing mineral residue, you immediately restore softness, improve product absorption, and allow your natural, cool silver tones to shine through. This is often the missing link for women who feel they've tried everything. We've tackled the environment, products, and mechanics, and our final pair addresses a major overlooked factor in the quest for healthy, long silver hair. *Don't. Number 10. Skip regular micro trims and layering. *Jagru. Many women grow their silver hair long and avoid haircuts, believing this preserves length. But ignoring regular trims is counterproductive, especially for porous silver hair. The oldest, most fragile part of your hair is the ends. These tips are the most prone to splitting and fraying due to friction and age. Once a split end starts, it travels up the hair shaft like a run in a stocking, causing breakage higher up and making the entire strand look thin and unhealthy. Thin, wispy, damaged ends detract from the appearance of fullness and shine at the root. *Do number 10. Commit to a minor trim every 8 to 12 weeks to maintain density and shape. *. Think of these as dustings, not drastic cuts. By removing just a quarter to half an inch every couple of months, you eliminate the damaged ends before the splits can travel. This practice gives the appearance of thicker, healthier hair overall and allows the remaining strands to grow stronger. Additionally, consult your stylist about subtle layers. Well-placed layers remove weight and provide movement and shape, preventing the hair from lying flat against the head. Strong, blunt ends are key to making silver hair look full and polished, regardless of your length. Consistency in trimming is the non-negotiable secret to preventing breakage and maintaining that enviable, thick, silver look. We have covered the 10 golden rules of silver hair care, addressing everything from your towel to your pillowcase, and from your shampoo to your stylist's chair. Remember that silver hair is a magnificent crown, but it requires specific, gentle care. The foundation of this entire routine is consistency and the commitment to treating your hair with kindness. If you believe age is something to celebrate with confidence and joy, hit the like button and subscribe to Savvy Seniors for more uplifting beauty, health, and food tips. Focus on making one small change today, perhaps switching your towel or adjusting your conditioning habit. That small shift will start you on the path to the shiniest, softest silver hair you've ever had. Take control of your hair health and celebrate the savvy senior you are. Wait, before you go, let's quickly address a few final questions that often come up for women over 55 concerning these habits. First, many wonder about the optimal temperature for rinsing. Because we talked so much about sealing the cuticle for shine, the final rinse matters enormously. While you don't need to suffer through an icy cold shower, simply turning the water temperature down to lukewarm or cool for the last minute significantly helps close that cuticle. A closed cuticle reflects light, giving you that brilliant glass-like shine we've been aiming for. It's a quick, free trick to boost glossiness. Second, a common objection to using oils in do number 8 is, won't that make my fine hair look greasy? That fear is completely understandable. The key is in the asterisk type and amount. Avoid heavy oils like pure coconut or thick castor oil on dry hair. Stick to lightweight silicone-based serums or refined argan, which are designed to sit on the surface and smooth the cuticle without penetrating too deeply and weighing the hair down. Start with half a drop, literally just half, and emulsify it completely on your hands before touching your hair. This minimal approach gives shine and control without any greasy residue. Finally, let's revisit the importance of the microfiber towel in do number 1. If you don't have a microfiber towel today, you can immediately grab a clean, smooth cotton t-shirt. It has the same gentle, highly absorbent properties without the friction of looped terry cloth fibers. This is the simplest habit swap you can implement right now, and it will change how your hair dries and feels tonight. Embracing silver hair is an act of confidence. Knowing these 10 simple rules ensures that your hair matches that confidence with radiant, undeniable health. Apply these strategies consistently. You deserve hair that is soft, resilient, and reflects your vibrancy.